People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and or entertainment and news. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is based on a picture that I got. And people, if you look at your screen, you will see a white and black Range Rover park under some sort of shanty driveway, some sort of shack. And when we look at the shack and we look at the car, new whip, foreign whip, Range Rover, we see that they don't look compatible. That car does not look like it should be parked right there. And people, like me say, based on my limited knowledge of photoshopping, I cannot say with 100% surety that this is Photoshop. It kind of looks like kind of real, people. Me no know. We understand that this is social media and people like their 15 minutes of fame. So therefore, for a story, they will send you some picture and say, yes, he's a scammer and him have him car park near him shack where he lives. However, people, based on what we've seen as it pertains to these scammers, these drug dealers, we know that everything that they do is for show. We know that they are masters in investing in pig belly, in stocks that there is no sort of return. So therefore, for the hype, for the flossing, for the show, they will do just about anything. And people, like my granny always say, dog have money, him buy cheese, him buy just about anything. Now people, there's a saying that goes something like this. New money is fool's money, especially when you're not too bright, especially when you like the hype, especially when you like to show off. So people, it is not as if we've never heard about the RUGS dealers, all sorts of scammer, all sorts of people that are involved in all sorts of illicit, illegal activity. Buying a car before them have a place for rest them head. And when I speak about a place to rest your head, the cost of your vehicle should not be more expensive than where you live, meaning the value of your house or wherever you catch. Worse, you're not supposed to have a BMW, a Benz, a Beamer. Sorry, same thing. A Beamer, a Benz, Range Rover, and you don't live nowhere. You catch or you're there in some sort of apartment. Well, you can be in a nice, luxurious apartment. Of course, if you're saving towards your future, saving towards acquiring or getting a house. However, persons who are economists would tell you that the first thing that you want is your house, even though acquiring a house is more complicated. However, a lot of times you see these people with these expensive car, expensive jewelry, popping all sorts of champagne. They have zero ambition in buying any sorts of house, investing in any sorts of real estate. So people, me just say, when we see a picture like this, even though this might be the worstest of the worstest, because we are talking about some shack, we are talking about some shanty town, we are talking about even worse than foul club status right here. So therefore, I don't know how somebody would spend multi-millions of dollars on a car and don't even have an apartment, a condo, a decent house for basically parking. People, me don't know if this is a joke. However, you see the picture. Let me know if you think that it is Photoshop. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about an incident that occurred maybe 48 to 72 hours ago. And I am speaking about that 26-year-old taxi driver. His name is Jamai Pusey Massive. That was seen in that viral video in which he had 9 passengers on a chase with the Popo for about 10 minutes or so. Now people, I did a update about that man's situation yesterday on my next channel, True Jamaica Buzz. And I said that the man was given station bail. That means that the man was let go hours or so after he was actually arrested. After all that despicable act that we saw on video, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, if you know the system. And you know that most of these popo, especially in Constant Spring, they are taking bribe. They are getting their palms greased by these taxi driver. So therefore, it is room for rent apply within. As one get locked up, the next one come out. As him get locked up, him come out. Vice versa. So people, no surprise right there. Now people, when I spoke about this man's thing yesterday, I said that, listen, he has 19 outstanding traffic violation, most of them speeding. However, based on the information that I got, it is said that there was no sorts of warrants for none of those 19 prior violations of the law, the traffic law. How is that even possible in a time like this when we see taximan are the biggest violators, minibus man likewise, them are got neck and neck for see who are the worstest. How is it that in 2022 with all of these talk after 400 and something people lose them life on an annual basis in Jamaica, 480 in 2021, and the main culprit are these speed people, the mad bats out of hell? How is it that you are concerned as a relevant authority and the simplest thing, meaning trafficking system, wherein if people get X amount of ticket, they are suspended. If them owe X amount of ticket for an extended time, a warrant is put out automatically. How is it that this may be the worst culprit ever in the history of taxi driving had no sorts of warrant out for him? And people, like I told you yesterday, I explained in the video that I did. You can go and check that video. I will not repeat what I said. However, people, some more information was divulged to me. And if you look at your screen, because people, I am not like your favorite vlogger, just put out all sorts of fairy tale. You look at your screen and you see the caption, Mr. Whatever. That taxi driver you spoke about is not only the nephew of Superintendent Brown that used to be stationed at Alfred Tree, but the robot taxi belongs to him. Now, when I spoke about that thing yesterday, I said taximan, and it seems as if some taxi drivers get offended because them say it's not a taxi man, it's a robot man. People, I am not an expert in proper description of if it's a taxi man, a cab man, or a robot man. As far as I am concerned, it is all the same. As far as I am concerned, as ignorant as I am, they all do a bunch of BS. So excuse my description of violating the protocol of the most esteemed members in society. If it offended you, I am so sorry. Cool. Get that over with. Now people, when you look at what this said, this man is the nephew of a superintendent, Mr. Brown, that used to work or be stationed at Alfred Tree. That robot taxi also belongs to him. And people, maybe I am interpreting what he says. It seems as if he means that the taxi belongs to the superintendent, Mr. Brown, that used to be stationed at Halfway Tree. Or it belongs to the taxi driver. I doubt it, because him say, me nah make them take with the man taxi. If you remember distinctly, in the video that he did, he was saying that me nah get locked up and me nah make them take with him taxi. So therefore, Mr. Brown told him, say, listen, oi the man, me go give you the car, you know. Me know say you're no serious driver, you know. Me know say you drive like you nah no sense, you nah no head of you name, no. But me need the money. Me have bills to pay, me have matey, me have wife, me have pitney. And you know say my life loose. So therefore, make sure don't stop at all, driver. Like the Bounty, no, not the Bounty, the Buja song. So people, that was a little joke, kind of getting off topic. However, you get the point. Now people, this goes in line with the information that we've been hearing all along. The reason why these taxi drivers are allowed to act like some maniac on the streets, reason number one, taxi and people them where work, traffic, popo, them are friend, they are co-workers, they work hand in hand. The taximan is allowed to violate every rules and law as it pertains to that, as long as they pay the bribery fee, the licky fee, the corruption fee that these officers want. They will always turn a blind eye. However, if you do not comply, your vehicle will be towed. And people, like me say, this man have 19 prior ticket to these, whatever tickets he's going to get. Them supposed to just see him and take up all of the book them from all of the traffic power station and fling and lick him in him head in him face, based on how bad his action was, how despicable his action was. However, the point is that it is a conflict of interest whenever you have popo officers owning these vehicles that are creating all sorts of chaos on the road, that have the worst sets of drivers in the history of Jamaica or the history of driving anywhere on any sorts of planet, on any sorts of country, any sorts of island, any sorts of district. Jamaican taximan are the worst. Them worse than the people in New York. At least them drive fast. However, them now violate and do all sorts of stupidness and put people's life in a jeopardy and get people's life taken away. As in the case as it pertains to Mr. Jamai Pusey, Massive OC, aka the Mad Bat, the Maniac. So people, me just say, at the end of the day, we see why Jamaica is the way that Jamaica is, because it is very corrupt. So therefore, they are putting the fox and the wolf, the hyena, to watch the chicken cub. So therefore, the people that you think know better, they are just as irresponsible, just as reckless, just as everything bad. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.